Hello, guys. Welcome to Tuesday. That is right. Today, our live stream is jam-packed full of some fun and interesting person, I should say. Not things, because he's not a thing. He's a person. You guys know this person as he lives in a van part-time. His goal is to help others live a simpler, fun, and adventurous life. Wherever that camper is, whether it's in a camper, an RV, a skoolie, or even a tiny home. Please, guys, without any further ado, before we introduce this nice young man to the crew, just want to say hello to a few people real fast. Let's say hello to Ashley. Thank you for coming in. And I know Marshall and Ron Sees America were in here earlier, but for some reason, their comments aren't showing up on my chat. Don't know why. Hello, Mr. Nate. Hope all is doing well, and you and the puppies are doing great. And it's our Ford man, aka Kenneth Oakes. Hello, Mr. Ford man. Thank you for sharing us out. Thank you for being here. We have fellow James Cantnese. Hello. Thank you for coming in. And Miss Cruising Scene with Travel in Between. Hello, Sharon and Gary. Thank you for being here. Ooh, hold on. And we have Miss Call Me V. Hello, hello. Hope all is well with you. And who else do we have in here? Speaking of the double, there he is. Hello, Mr. Ron. Hope all is well, my friend. Hello, Di. Thanks for coming in. Very nice to see you here. Thank you for being with us. And we have Mr. Paul Vines. Hello. Thanks for coming in. All righty, guys. If you're all ready for our guest, put in a 1 in the chat. Because I could sit here and ramble all night with you guys, and we could carry on all night long with all kinds of stuff. But if you want to know who our special guest is tonight, and you would like to see that special guest, put a 1 in this chat, and I will be more than happy to bring him up. And we will talk about all cool things that he has to say. People are chatting. So we have a couple of 1s. Wait a minute, James hit a 2. All right, we got some 1s in chat. Okay, guys, without any further ado, let's bring up my special guest. You guys, please welcome Marshall from Mellow, Nomadic Adventure.
What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. So we have, whoops, hold on. I hit the button. My bad. So before we get started, I have one thing I would like to discuss real quick. And guys, that's if y'all can give me your undivided attention for just a few minutes. How many of you know a lot about this guy right here? Right here. Anybody really, 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 truly know this man? Well, I have to say that over the last couple of weeks, I've gotten to know Marshall a little more. And I kind of like what I see. So we're going to present all of it to use and let you guys be the judge and the jury. And let's see if you guys know him a little more than I know him. So, Marshall, tell us all a little bit about yourself, how you became a YouTuber, and what your channel basically is all about.
All right. Well, like Crystal said, I'm Marshall with Mellow Nomadic Adventures, and awesome to see all the beautiful people in the chat tonight. So my channel is about how I'm kind of on a quest or a journey to see all the national parks, or as many as I can anyway. And I'm going to try to do it as much as possible in my minivan camper. So I had a minivan and I turned it into a camping vehicle So I'm trying to see as many of the parks as I can in the minivan camper. Now there's a few national parks I'm not going to be able to drive to. So I'll end up having to fly to those. So that'll be like separate, but yeah, so that's basically what the channel is. And also I'm trying to just put some value out there through my channel. And I kind of share info from about different meetups that happen throughout the community, different communities, the van life community, the RV community, and just the nomadic community in general. So I share that on my website, mellownomadic.com, and also through my YouTube channel. And so yeah, that's basically it. I'm just trying to help others too who are interested in this lifestyle. You know, I'm kind of in a transitional kind of phase in my channel because I want to introduce a new topic, and that's I've noticed a big gap in some of the people who want to do van life. They don't know how to start or how to get involved in it, or they might not have the job that allows them to do the traveling. So part of my new content strategy is going to be creating some content about how I've done it and how I've freed myself from the traditional 9 to 5 type lifestyle. And yeah, so I'm going to be adding that to my channel, and hopefully bringing you all along, and you all can journey to these national parks with me, because that's also kind of part of the whole thing is some people just can't go to national parks, whether it be they don't have the budget for it or they're physically not able to. So I'm hoping that through my videos and through my channel and everything I'm doing, that people can kind of experience it through all of that. So
Okay.
yeah, something
So
like that.
for those of you that don't know, up here in the top of the chat is a pinned post. I went ahead and pinned it. That is Marshall's website. You can find all meetups. And guys, he has an Etsy store that he has done. And tell us a little bit about that, Marshall.
So well, thank you for pinning the website. I appreciate that. I've been trying to grow my blog, that website there, which is kind of a mix between a blog and just like a resource type of site. But along the way, so going back to kind of breaking away from that 9 to 5, I've been on this quest to develop these 7 streams of income, because I think everybody should have at least 7 different streams. You know, definitely if you can at least have 7, I think that's a good place to start. And if you can have these 7, and if you can grow them to be kind of semi-significant, you know, they start to add up together and they can end up supporting you in your lifestyle. So in my journey of research, now I've already had the merchandise store just on the website there, but in my research, I was like, socks. I came across just this idea of making socks. And I thought, you know, because I was looking for something that I can kind of make my own, that every nomad would use, whether you're in a bus, an RV, a van, a truck camper, a car, whatever. I was trying to think of something that everyone would need. And it was socks. I mean, it came to me. It's like everybody wears socks. And I like to wear like kind of funky socks myself. So now I'm into the sock creation game, if you want to call it a game. It's not really a game. I'm looking at it as a business, but I'm just trying to put some designs out there, and the designs, they'll get better over time. But a lot of the videos I seen said to just, you know, put a bunch of designs out there to kind of get you in the habit of posting them, creating them, and designing them and all that. So right now I think I have 42 designs on there. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I'm hoping to, like I said, chisel those down into better designs over time and actually grow it into a substantial side income. Nice. I'm just focusing on just the one product, socks. And, you know, it's kind of a beginner's product. Mm-hmm. But, you know, some of the research I did, they were saying if you have like every product in the world, people kind of get, they don't make a decision because it's too many choices.
Right. So, right. No, I agree. And I see that you had Christmas socks on there. So guys, I also put in oh my goodness, my mind just went because I was thinking about something else. So down below in the comments, I also put his Etsy shop in there for all of you guys to go check that out. And also guys, in the bottom of this live stream is all of Marshall's links to his YouTube channel, his Etsy shop, along with his blog that he is doing too. So check it all out. But let's start talking some other serious things. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies, well, when I'm looking for something to do here lately, it's been learning the ukulele. So I've been a guitar player since let's see, I think I picked that up in 1998. I started learning the guitar just through hanging out with others who played guitar and through the internet guitar tab and just kind of practicing that way. I tried lessons a couple times, but I just discovered lessons weren't for me. So I just kind of continued to learn by playing with others who already knew how to play. I would learn off of them. And then over time, became really good with the guitar, well, decent with the guitar, good enough to play some songs all the way through from start to finish. So from there, transitioning into the van life, well, guitars are made of wood, at least the acoustic guitar I have, and heat and humidity really affect the wood of the guitar and make the guitar wood expand and contract, and it's just not good for the guitar to be in hot, humid conditions like that. So I did take it with me to a meetup one time, the Michigan 2021 meetup. I took it, but honestly, it was just took up a lot of space because I'm just in a minivan, so all the space is precious. So I couldn't take the guitar, so I had this ukulele, and I thought, why not try to like get better at the ukulele? And so that's what I've been doing. So that's like my main hobby on the side that I like to do when I'm traveling in the minivan camper because it doesn't take up a lot of space, and I always have it with me.
Right.
And so before, when I started ukulele, I would just make up my own kind of music, not really any words, but just music. Well, now I'm starting to actually learn songs so that when I'm at a meetup, people can sing along and interact, and it'll just be a
That's
better
cool.
time. Yeah.
That's cool. Let's get to this quick question here.
Yes, let's do that.
Call Me V says, Mellow, Nomadic Adventures. Quick question. After the national parks, are you going to do state parks?
State parks. Now, I love state parks, and that's a great question, V. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here, my friend. I had the pleasure of meeting V at the M22 meetup. So that was really cool to meet her in person. And Crystal, actually, I met you there at the M22, so that was awesome.
Yes.
So I really enjoy state parks. I've been to quite a few of those already, not necessarily in the minivan, kind of before the minivan. We had always, as just growing up, we would go to state parks. So I look forward to continuing to go to state parks, along the way, kind of at the same time as I'm doing the national parks, So I'm in the area, maybe hit a state park there while I'm there. So yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
And V says to tell you she loves green socks. Just saying.
Yes, I added some good, a couple designs, some green striped socks, and she was telling me, she had messaged me saying she likes the green apple socks, so I'm glad you enjoyed the green apple socks, V.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Kenny, for sharing out Marshall's channel. I appreciate that. Also,
thank you.
Let's see here. Desert Adventures in Arizona are in here, and Fairy Dust is in here. Cruising on the High Seas is in here. Hello, guys. Thanks for coming in. Okay. What are you passionate about?
Well, that's another, you're asking all the big hard-hitting questions here.
I told you they're not going to be too hard.
No, they're not too hard at all. It's just, there's so many things to be passionate about. For me, I guess it would be just time with family. I'm passionate about that. Time with close friends, and passionate about growing my I don't know how to really say it, growing this whole Mellow Nomadic thing to be, we're still in the infancy stages of Mellow Nomadic Adventures. I have a lot of things planned, and a lot of things happen behind the scenes that a lot of you all don't get to see.
Right.
As far as me building the brand and doing things to progress the brand, reaching out to brands to work with and trying to get some collaborations going. So, I'm passionate about that, growing that whole thing. um, I also like doing graphic design a lot. I like messing around on the computer, manipulating images and making graphics and thumbnails and stuff like that. I think that's fun. Designing websites, I like doing that kind of stuff.
Awesome. What is your favorite holiday?
So favorite holiday, I think would have to be, it's a tough one. Uh, you know, uh, Holidays are just like, Steve says I'm passionate about boondocking in the desert just really fast. I am, Steve. I had a great time boondocking with you all out there in the desert. That was really fun. I want to do more of that. Uh, Driving from Kentucky to Arizona. That's hilarious. So let's see. What else was the other thing? Oh, favorite holiday. I really like Halloween because I'm a big fan of horror movies and all that kind of stuff. Although I don't. Now, if someone's having a party and I get invited to a party, more than likely I'll figure out a costume and some way to dress up. However, if I'm not invited to a party or anything, then Halloween's not that big of a deal for me. But I do enjoy like this time of year with Thanksgiving and Christmas and just being with family. And so, yeah, those are probably the three top holidays there.
If you had to pick anybody, I'm talking whether it be your fans, your family, your best friends, anything, who would you say besides your mom and dad know you best?
Wow, that's probably going to be there's actually one of my good friends from high school. I still keep in touch with him. We graduated in the 90s now, and we still keep in touch. And he probably knows me better than most people just because we've had this long friendship for like probably 2 decades now. And it's just, even though we don't talk all the time or every year, even sometimes we go years without talking, when we do talk, we can just pick up like we just left off.
Nice.
So his name's Richard Claiborne. Richard, if you're out there watching, hey, what's going on? We're actually working on some part of the behind the scenes stuff. He's actually we're looking at doing some collaboration together. I'm excited to be talking about that on my First Fridays live show, which will be coming up the first Friday of December. So, yeah. So, but yeah, he's one of the people that knows me really well. Other than that, it's difficult as you get older. The amount of I know a lot of people, but like the amount of people I hang out with, especially with coming through this pandemic, and it's just like the get together meetups and in-person meetups have kind of dwindled down. We're starting to do them more and more now, which I like. But just in I don't know, in my city, I guess I don't have a lot of people I hang out with, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. But you do have some that know you pretty well.
Yeah, I have a few out there.
So who would be the smartest person you've ever met?
Wow. That I've ever met. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, I've met one of my, going back to high school again, one of my good friends. She was super smart. Her name was Kelly, and she was super smart. I always thought she was really, really intelligent. So she'd be one of them. I'm trying to think of who else.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to say her for right now because I really don't know.
That's fine. What is the one thing that instantly makes your day better?
Instantly makes my day better. I would say, so tough on that one too. Again, could be so many things. Hey, what's up, Tim? I mean, I think you can't go wrong with a hot shower. I mean, there's some things, you know, I don't want to say too much out onto this YouTube universe, but I'm going to say, for as a nomad and a part-time van liver, a really hot shower will get me out of any kind of bad mood. And then next to that, listening to some good music, that music I love, you know, like a playlist of music I love. One of those two things can always get me, turn my mood around. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So V has another question. Who do you call if your van doesn't start? Like, because over there they have something different. Like for us, it's something different here. So that's why
Gotcha.
she said in Michigan versus Florida versus Arizona. Is it the same? Like, for instance, like for us, it would be like AAA. Is that
Right.
AAA all over down there, or do you guys have something else?
So for me personally, I have my insurance through Progressive, and I have 24-hour roadside assistance through my plan.
Nice.
And so when I have some type of, like, perfect example, I wasn't paying attention when I was in Tucson and I let my battery go down. I left my key in the ignition turned a little too long because I had the music going, and yeah, I don't do that anymore. But my battery ran down and there was no one to jump it. I was in a hotel parking lot, and this is like 8 in the morning, and there was just no one around available to give me a jump. So I called my Progressive, and they came out, sent someone out to jump my car. And you know, all he had to jump my car, he didn't use his car's battery. He just had a battery jump pack.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's on my wish list. I'm going to get a jump pack to add, because as a solo traveler, you need something like that. But if not, if you can't do the jump pack, the battery thing, you can get AAA, or you can check into your insurance that you currently have and see if they have a roadside assistance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What is the most important decision you've ever made this far?
Wait, the most important decision?
What is the most important decision you have ever made so far?
Ooh. Man, there's a lot of so many. I mean, there's just so many decisions. You know, I was working in restaurants for 20 years with Texas Roadhouse. I was there with them for 14 years. So I guess the best decision, as crazy as this may sound, is I walked away from this 14-year career at Texas Roadhouse. It was a great job, don't get me wrong, but I walked away from that to pursue my dream of becoming involved in filmmaking and that whole world. So, you know, as difficult as it was, and you know, it still has its challenges, that was probably one of the most important decisions, because if I hadn't made that decision, I wouldn't ever have gone on to work with, you know, all of these amazing people on movies. And you know, I think I'm over 30 movies now, so I mean, it's just awesome to
right,
that all of that has happened. It snowballed off of that initial decision of, okay, I'm not happy in restaurants, I need to quit, and figuring it out along the way. So
correct.
yeah.
So Mobank says, do you see yourself upgrading to a bigger van? Why or why not?
I would love to upgrade to a bigger van, maybe something, not something real crazy. Like, I don't need anything extended, like extra long. I would like to have something to where it's just a little more room to, like, move around, cook, be able to cook. Because like right now, I like my setup, but it's not really optimized to cook inside the van. And some of the bigger vans, they have like, they're just optimized for that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But I love the minivan. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to drive that until someone gives me a van, probably.
And I think Steve is picking on you here. He says
Yeah.
he's starting to see you overheat a little.
It takes a lot for me to overheat, but yeah, you're seeing my gears turning.
And then Miss V asked another really good question. Who would Marshall love to be a brand ambassador for, and why?
It's a great question. So for me, it would be amazing to be a brand ambassador for, although I feel like I'm long way off from this ever being happening, but it would be somehow being a brand ambassador for like, I'm assuming she's probably meaning like a brand or something, but I think it would be cool to be a brand ambassador for like the national park system and go make content for the national parks. I
That
think
would
that
be
would be,
amazing.
yeah, I think that would be awesome. But if it was to be a brand, it would be someone that I would, a brand that I've used, like Iceco. I use their 12-volt refrigerator, or like Jackery. Those are brands I already use, and I like those brands. So it would be someone like that. I think would be awesome to be a brand
Nice.
ambassador for. Yeah.
Nice. Ron says he wants your van.
Yep, Ron likes the van. It's pretty cozy, I have to say. Ron's got to see it in person several times. So,
Ron's got a hold on. We got a few questions here. I don't know if I want to ask Ron's question though.
wow.
V says, Marshall, have you thought about raising your roof?
So I've definitely seen that it was an option, but I've not thought about doing it to my van because it just seemed like it would be pricey. I don't know who would do it here in Kentucky.
Okay, yeah, hold on. So, we're gonna address this next question, but you ain't got to say nothing.
Okay.
Ron, you should know him better than anybody. Seems how you hang out with Marshall a lot. So I think you know this answer to this question yourself.
Ron, he keeps making these offers. I am single, but I'm not interested. I appreciate it, Ron. You're just not my type. But no, I do. Ron says, am I single? And if so, what kind of partners? So I would love to eventually one day meet the woman of, partner who would be into the van life, into the national parks. So yeah, one day. But no, I'm not single right now. I mean, I am single right now.
I'm not. Whoa, did you just release some top secret message here? No, I'm joking. Nope. Kenny goes, would you consider upgrading to something similar to their 1985 40 Econoline van?
I've seen some pretty cool setups in those vans, so it would be something, if I could, basically the only reason I would want to upgrade from the minivan is if I could go to something that was all electric or go to something that I could stand up in. And with those vans, I don't think you can stand up all the way in. But I did see a really cool Econoline where they had lifted it and put on some really fat tires, and you still couldn't stand up in it, but it was cool. You could go off-road all the time, pretty much.
Right. Paul said that you would be a really good brand ambassador for a guitar company.
Oh, that would be cool. Hell yeah.
Ron's laughing at you.
If that was the case, I'd try to be an ambassador for Fender because I already have a Fender guitar, so that would be cool.
So
of course, Ron's laughing.
Of course, don't you know? What is the biggest risk you've ever taken?
Ooh, let's see. The biggest risk, I mean, kind of in a way, if you want to think about it, is a risk for some people, and I guess it kind of was in my own life, is not going to college versus going to college. Because, I did go to college, but I didn't finish college. So that was a risk, not finishing college and having uncertain futures. But I don't regret it or anything. It was just a risk, that was a risk of something that, I could still go back to college if I wanted to, but, that's a risk we take. So that was one of the risks I took.
Right. What is the most ridiculous nightmare you've ever had?
Nightmare. It's weird. I don't really remember a lot of my dreams. And when I do remember the dreams, they're always kind of very relatable to something that could happen in real life. But there's always just this weird thing that happens in it at some point to make me know it's not real life. It's a dream. Mm-hmm. But I don't really have nightmares. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really know what to say to that one.
Did you ever have a pet when you were younger?
So I did. We had all kinds of pets when I was growing up. We had several dogs. We had a miniature poodle, miniature schnauzer. We had a Rottweiler. And we had a Rottweiler Doberman mix. we had some birds. We had a cockatiel. We actually used to breed parakeets.
Mm-hmm.
We had this parrot type of bird when I was growing up. Actually, they had this bird for like 40 years, so it was like almost as old as I am. And this bird was like a parrot type called a Nande conure. And of course, I had the random salamanders and newts and frogs and lizards and chameleons. And we had fish in a big fish tank. I had a goldfish or two or three. But yeah, I used to have before, probably about 10 years ago, I had a dog. It was a what was he? He was a Jack Russell
Okay.
terrier mix, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I would
you're
like to get a dog eventually, but
really,
I'm
what
just
kind?
yeah. I would probably do another mid-sized dog, maybe a little bit bigger than a Jack Russell. I'm not 100% sure on what kind yet. Maybe a rescue, because I
Yeah.
think that would be cool.
So this would be a great time to say, if any of my van life single ladies out there that are
Oh
really
God.
smart and talented have a mid-sized puppy, there's your guy right there,
Man.
right there, right there.
Well, they need to have their own van or something too,
Well,
because
yeah.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
kind of meet in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean?
Maybe you
So,
never know.
if your pet could talk, what do you think they might say about you?
Um, that I'm clingy
That you're clingy?
because my dog. Yeah, like we have a cat at my house, and I'm always like petting the cat, trying to hold the cat, trying like just cuddling with the cat. Like when I had my dog, it was the same thing. I'm always trying to grab the dog, hold the dog, carry the dog around. Even though it can walk, I'm like carrying the dog,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Not like super clingy or anything, but like I like picking up my pets, my dogs and cats. The cat doesn't like to be picked up, so I just have to like lure her in with sounds of birds on my laptop, and then she comes, and
Yeah.
then she like lounges, falls asleep. Yeah.
Tell me your life story in exactly one sentence. You got one sentence.
Um, that's tough. Yeah.
So the one sentence would be, that's tough.
That's tough.
Marshall, that's tough.
The one sentence would be, I was there, now I'm here, and following my dreams.
Awesome. What is your favorite random fact?
A random fact. Random fact. Paul. Oh.
I'm telling you, these boys are bad in here tonight.
Man. I think of what a random fact. It's like you put me on the spot and I can't think of it right now. Let's see.
Okay, we'll skip to another one.
Sure, let's just pass
What
that.
is the strangest food combination you enjoy?
Strangest food combination. I mean, I don't think it's too strange, but I do like if you have a dill pickle and you dip it in ranch. It's really good. It's really good. Also, hot sauce on popcorn is really good. If you like hot sauce and you like popcorn, try them together. It's not really that weird, I don't think, but some people might think it's weird.
Well, this one I know the answer to, but yeah, I know the answer to, but maybe they don't. Have you ever met a celebrity, and which celebrity would you like to meet?
I've met some celebrities. Kenny. I've met several celebrities from, let's see, Jeremy Irons. I got to meet him. And who else? Bella Thorne. I'm trying to think of some others. Oh, Denise Richards. Rainn Wilson from The Office. That was really cool. um, tons and tons of really, I've really cool people, but these famous people, they're just like us, and
Mhm.
so it's just a different kind of, uh, I don't know. Yes, I've met a lot of famous people, but it's not like fanboying out, it's like you're on the job, so you have to be professional. But in working with these people, I've met a lot of them.
Correct.
Someone I'd like to meet is someone like, God, what is his name? Uh, Future is his company, and he's like a, marketer. He's like either him or Gary V. I think it'd be cool to meet Gary V in person. Gary Vaynerchuk. They
Cool.
are both like motivating type of people.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Cruising on the High Seas said, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
That's a great question. If I had a choice and could go somewhere else, and I was actually looking at going to a couple other countries, just if life ended up going that way, I was already researching like where would I move?
Hmm.
And I'll tell you, Greece is really interesting to me. I would like to check that country out, and also uh, Panama would be really interesting to check out.
Hmm.
And I would also like to go check out um, some of the island countries over there, in like near the Philippines and Australia. Like you got a bunch going on over there that are closer than where we are.
Hmm.
Uh, Thailand, and there's a bunch of like cool countries over there that would be neat to see. Mainly because they're tropical, and so it's like I like warm weather.
Nice.
So that's probably where I would go.
What is your go-to karaoke song? And I want you to sing me at least the first thing of it.
Go to karaoke would have to be tequila, because all you have to do is say tequila.
I like
that's
that
the
one. I like
that's
that
the whole
one.
song. Hey, Michael Ann's here. Hi, Michael Ann.
Um, what is the craziest thing you've ever done on a dare?
On a dare. Let's see. On a dare. Um. Oh, Kenny doesn't like ranch dressing.
No. Or avocado
Avocado. Wow.
or guacamole.
Ugh. Oh, Tim says pickle dipped into guacamole and ranch mix.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that either. Nate
Oh
goes,
man.
he's rocking back and forth. You got him nervous.
Oh man. What was that last question? I done forgot.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done on a dare?
Craziest thing I've ever done on a dare. I haven't played Truth or Dare since high school days, so you really got me trying to access these old archived files here in my brain.
Sounds
Let's
like a
see.
next game to play at our next meetup.
Yeah. Hmm. I think. Yeah, I'm lame. I don't have. I mean, a lot of times I would do the truth.
Right? V goes, Crystal
Yeah.
never asked me that.
Uh-oh.
um,
V will do a dare. Hey, Tracy's here.
what did you do as a teenager that made you that will make you cringe now?
I had a rat tail. It's a haircut
No
right here. Yeah.
way.
Yeah, like 1 year of my life. I don't know why it was like the trend at that time. I mean, I was young. I was like just a teenager, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Before high school. This was like middle school.
Wow. So
Yeah.
Ron says, we heard where you'd like to go, but what is your favorite place you've ever been?
Ooh. Favorite place I've ever been. I think it was pretty cool going to, I would say either the Smoky Mountains National Park or the New River Gorge National Park, because they both have just so much to see and do. New River Gorge, there was like 4 or 5 different little stops and different little. I mean, I didn't even get to see it all, but there's just so much to see and do, and the landscape is truly unique. Great Smoky Mountains, a lot to see and do there, So
Right.
I'd say one of those 2 places right now. I've not been a ton of places, but those are up there.
Yeah. I think Nate is onto something here. Double Dares coming to YouTube near you.
Desert Double Dares. I'm liking this, Nate. New series. Hopefully we can run into each other in Arizona again next year.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Michael Ann has a question for you. Have you ever been to Canada? If so, where or where would you like to go there?
So that's a great question, Michael Ann. I have not been to Canada yet. I would love to go to Canada, and I would like to go to Niagara Falls. I think it would be cool to see there. What am I even saying right now? I think it would be cool to see that place, the Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I would like to see Vancouver. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would like to see more of Canada. I've not seen any of Canada besides what's on TV and YouTube. So I would love to go to Canada.
Very nice. So Nate, or not Nate, but Mobang just said, have you ever been to Yellowstone?
Not yet, Tim. I've not been, but it's high on my list of places I want to go. I'm actually putting together a new ebook, because as on my quest to create these 7 streams of income, I found out about this website called Gumroad, like chewing gum, Gumroad. And so on Gumroad, I can make an ebook and put it on there and kind of be selling that on the side. And so I'm in the process of designing an ebook about the national parks.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. And I do see that on your website, you have a book for becoming nomads too, correct? Is that right?
Yes. So I do have, it's a free ebook. It's about 18 pages, and it kind of just very basic beginner overview, has some value in there. I'll show you how to get free campsites, a few different ways. Other ideas for income streams are in there. Boondocking tips. It's a variety of things. I go over all the different rig options. So it's for anyone who's interested, who's not already doing this. You can sign up, and even if you're already doing it, I'm looking for people to proofread it and just be on the email list, because once you sign up for that ebook, it triggers, you actually are joining my newsletter subscription, which is every 3 or 4 days or so. I'll send you an email. It's more frequent at first, but after the first couple of weeks, it becomes less frequent. So I'm sending out these emails that are basically linking you to blog posts you might have missed, videos you might have missed, all centered around the meetups, national parks, and my minivan. So if you're interested in being on the newsletter and getting that kind of value delivered straight to your inbox on things you might have missed, because I know it, being subscribed to so many people, you can miss things here and there. So it's a great way to stay connected.
Right. I think Ron is trying to ask you for a honeymoon in over there in Niagara Falls. And then Tim says Ron's trying to be a matchmaker for Marshall.
Who's he trying? Yeah, Ron, there's no matches.
Yeah. So and then Amy said Ron is really trying to be a matchmaker.
I don't know who you're trying to match me with, but it's going to be difficult. It's just going to.
Maybe that's a place where Ron wants to go on his honeymoon.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're projecting a little bit there, Ron. Honeymoon. Yeah. Niagara Falls.
Maybe.
Gumroad. Have you used Gumroad out there? I just learned about it. I don't know.
So, what do you think would most impress your 5-year-old self or your 15-year-old self?
My 5-year-old self, it would probably just be a fart joke. No, that would just make me laugh. To impress me, it would be like beating the video game that I was playing. Like if someone just showed up and beat the game I was playing, that would be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
My 15-year-old self, if you showed up and were like a special effects movie person, I'd be really impressed because that's kind of was actually when I was about probably 13 is when I was like, man, I want to make movies. But yeah, 15, I was still feeling that. So if someone showed up and was like, hey, I'm a Hollywood special effects artist, watch this, and they started doing their thing, I'd be like really impressed because I was a huge fan of like all the horror movies from the 80s and 90s, like all the Nightmare on Elm Streets and Hellraiser and Friday the 13th and Halloween and all that stuff.
Right, right.
So yeah, if someone showed up like that, I'd be impressed.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. What kind of elderly person do you hope to be?
This chat's going.
Boys, 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 keep it clean.
Elderly person, I hope to be somebody who can just always spread joy and positivity when someone thinks of me. So, from entering a room even, or virtually just someone watching my videos, I hope to continue doing the YouTube thing until I am elderly.
Yeah.
So, I hope I'm a cool elderly person.
How do you prefer to exercise?
So my preferred way is doing something outdoors, like hiking.
Okay.
I think that's cool. However, I'm not opposed to going to the gym just right now. I've not been going to the gym because I'm in kind of a rural part of the state for holidays. And so, but yeah, if I was back in the main city, I'm very close to a gym. So it's something that's on my radar because my doctor, she was like, you need to be more active. So I would rather do something like going to the gym or like going on a hike versus like walking around the neighborhood. But that's just me, you know.
Nice, nice. Um, let's see here. Some of these are repeated questions, so I'm just trying
Oh
to.
man.
If you won the lottery, what would you do first?
Well, let's see. I would probably first, right off the bat, pay off all my debt and all my parents' debt. And then that would be like first thing. Oh, and then like along with that at the same time, it's kind of like a tri-fold thing. Like right at the same time, I would do this, and I would get a financial advisor. So right off the bat, I would do those three things: pay off my debt, their debt, and get the advisor.
Do you have any tattoos? And if not, are there any tattoos you would like?
What do you think? Do you think I have tattoos?
I don't know. I asked you the question.
I know, but I'm asked. Let's see if anybody in the chat thinks I have
If
tattoos.
you guys think he has tattoos,
because, I've not talked about this.
Let's put a 1 in the chat and then tell me where you think he might have those tattoos. I think you have a tattoo on your chest.
You think I have one on my chest? Okay. Well, let's see if anybody thinks.
But I don't know. It's always covered up, so I can't.
See?
I couldn't see. So
exactly, nobody knows.
So if you guys in the chat think that Marshall has a tattoo, put a 1 in the chat and
Butterfly
tell me
from Tim.
Where you think he might have one.
Shoulder, back, teardrop. It's a teardrop on my left butt cheek, just there underneath.
Kenny says a 2. Kenny, do you mean he's got two tattoos?
Okay, what's Michael say? I like that idea. V.
Let's see.
Back.
We got some
Back's
ones,
popular.
2. Amy goes, people always surprise me when they find out I have tattoos. Yes, I agree, Amy. We got some legs, the shoulder blade, the upper arm. Ron says the upper thigh. Why is he looking at your thigh? I have no clue.
That's a weird spot. Yeah.
Nate says your tutu. Why
A
is he looking
tutu
at your
tattoo.
butt? Why are you looking at his butt?
Nate, we're getting tutu tattoos? Oh, a tutu tattoo. A tattoo on the tutu?
Oh, and Kenny says no. I mean, he doesn't have any. So, Marshall,
So,
who's correct?
well, anyone who said that I have one on the back is wrong because I don't have any tattoos on my back. However, if you did say that I have tattoos, then you're correct. Because I do have some tattoos.
Really?
I do. I have 5 tattoos.
5 tattoos. Nice.
5 tattoos. Yep.
Nice. So we got 10 minutes left. Before we go any further, I just want to talk about one thing. Guys, we're going to give Marshall a brain break for a minute. Let him get a sip of water if he needs it, something. But what I want to talk to you real quick about is we have a Kingsport, Kenny's Kingsport project coming up starting on Thursday, which I know is Thanksgiving. If you all could join us, I would greatly appreciate it. It kicks off at 4 p.m. And then we have channel lineups all the way till 10 o'clock at night. I have the following times available for Thursday if anybody would like to join us. 11 p.m., 12 a.m., and 1 a.m. After that, we go into Friday. Now, Friday is at noon, starting off at noon. And then from there, we go into with Roy and Becky, and then we're going to have the Raid Parade for a little while. I have an open time of 6 o'clock. So I have open times of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., an open time of 6, and an open time of 9. And then again for 12 and 1 a.m. Then after that, we go into Saturday, guys. And you're looking at starting at 8 a.m. and we're going to go all the way till 1 a.m. again. But I have on Saturday, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 slots available on Saturday. And then on Sunday, again, we pick up at 8 a.m. And on Saturday, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots available. If you're not part of the Kenny's Kingsport project, and you would like to do so, let me grab you that link real quick. Or Michael Ann, Amy, V, anybody that's in there can go ahead and grab it and drop that link in there for us. I greatly would appreciate that because I don't have that website pulled up yet. So we're raising some funds for our good friend Kenny down here to help with his home. And in that home, we're trying to just help him and his papa out. So this way it can that's not what I want. There we go. All right. So in this, we can help raise funds to help get it over to Kenny and Papa himself. There's a group of us that are going to Kingsport, Tennessee. You might even see this guy over here with us, and he may be there with us. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. And he may be joining us along with a couple other nice supporters and nice moderators that are in the chat that are also going to be going. I think there's about 8 of us that are going to come out to Kingsport, but there are several others that are going to be there to help along the way. So before we go any further, guys, if you're a creator, put the word creator. If you're a supporter, put supporter in there. And moderators, please drop your links, because without you guys, none of this would be even possible. I'd be going crazy and not asking Marshall any questions, because I'd be trying to moderate everything. But I really, really, really appreciate all the help. Marshall, one last thing. Tell everybody what you hope that they get out of learning more about you and your channel and everything else. What would, if you had any advice to offer, what would it be?
Well, I would say that I hope that people are motivated and inspired to take action and to put together a plan of steps to reach goals in their life, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be some crazy huge goal, but it's okay if that is a goal too. Goals come in all kinds of sizes. So I would hope that people out there are inspired and motivated to take action and get out there and see more of our great nation and these national parks that are set aside for us to enjoy. So nature is great for your health and your well-being. So hopefully you can get out there, enjoy some nature, take some photos in nature, and just be in nature, enjoy the sights, the sounds, and live a fuller life because of it. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree 110% with you on all of that. And Marshall, where is your next meetup coming up? Like, besides what we've talked about with the Kingsport one, if you're not going to come to that, what's your next one?
So I'm really hoping to try to do the Kingsport one. That's going to be I'm going to look at doing that. But besides that, I'm hoping to make it out to Arizona for the RTR, and then there's Box Van D's meetup, Skoolie Palooza, and then the second annual Ironwood Forest National Monument meetup, which is with Greg of Fit for Expedition Fun Seekers and Steve of Desert Adventures in Arizona. We are putting that meetup together. It's on BLM land, and it's really great desert area. So that is going to be happening in January into the first part of February. So it's about a month of meetups and traveling in there. So that's kind of my plan right now. Tentative plan.
Awesome. And then in the meantime, you're staying busy with working and everything else and working towards your goals. So guys, if you're not connected with Marshall, please go over and do so. Please check out his stores. Please check out his blog up here. And in that blog, you will see tabs for everything that Marshall has said tonight, everything that there is to see tonight. And if you'd like to know more, shoot him an email. Ask him to be a person on your channel and get to know Marshall just as well as we have here tonight. Marshall, what do you have coming up besides the first Friday's live stream? What else do you got?
So I have that coming up, and then I'm focusing on shorts right now, and I have some shorts I want to make. I still have to film these, but it's going to be about my minivan camper. So if you're interested in my setup in that, how it's 100% off grid, what type of battery system I use, how my kitchen's set up, all that, the whole 9 yards, I'll be doing a series of shorts that's going to be deep diving into all of that. Beyond that, I'm kind of in a rebranding process where I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do for my long form content on my channel. And I've been really hitting the blog hard and writing new content for the blog. So that's kind of my focus right now, is just those two things. So I want to thank Crystal for having me up. Thank everyone in the chat for being here. Linda Barker, hey there, it's great to see you. Call Me V, Ron Sees America, Tracy, Michael Land, all the beautiful people over here. Amy was here, Nate, Fairy Dust, thank you all for being here. Steve was here earlier. Tommy, it was so great to have you here with us tonight. And thank you all for coming by and showing some love to Crystal's channel and getting to know me a little bit better over at Mellow Nomadic Adventures, where adventure is awaiting. It's just a step away. You can find adventure every day if you want to. So it's up to each of us to create that adventure and seek that adventure. So I hope you can seek some adventure this week. I hope everyone has a very happy Thanksgiving. And I'm very thankful for all of you who have subscribed to my channel, who watch my channel. And yeah, I'm looking forward to eating some turkey stuffing. What else? Hash brown casserole, all that good stuff. Macaroni and cheese, some
I
rolls. I'm
agree.
looking forward to all the sweet potatoes and the pumpkin pie. Like, I'm really excited. I hope you all out there get to spend some time with some people you love and have some great food to eat. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving. And
Yeah.
thank you, Crystal, so much.
Give me just 1 minute. Let me do my closeout and I'll be right back with you. Okay, Marshall?
Sure, sounds good.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving Marshall your undivided attention and asking them amazing questions. From the bottom of my heart and my family's heart, from near to far, we wish you a happy Thanksgiving. You guys can join us on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central. I will have another premiere video from the Carnival Horizon, and it's actually a room tour, guys. So we will have that. And then on next Tuesday, I will have another live stream. And then Monday again. And then we might kick up some live streams and have a pretty cool thing planned when we are out in Kingsport, Tennessee. So guys, I hope all of you have a fantastic weekend. We will see you in the Kenny-a-thon starting on Thursday night. And guys, Saturday, I'm going to Ford Field to watch my son play in the most amazing game of football ever. As a high schooler, you dream about this. And he thought with his very first freshman team that he would never be able to see this day. And I am here to tell you and to be the biggest mama brag book that there is. He is going to state finals District 5 championship game playoff. So I am super stoked about it. I've got highlight reels going to be coming out, lots of footage from all of his games. So there's plenty more to come from to get to know more about Destinations Delight. And until next time, guys, we hope to see you all later. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace and love and eat lots of turkey. Bye, guys.